Hey guys, welcome in. I am Glam N Budget. I am doing an introduction video because why not? I've never done it. I've never told you guys really anything or why you should follow me, why you should listen to my podcast, which is everything resales, why you should follow me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all of it, Glam N Budget. I'm going to tell you why you should follow me, Glam N Budget. And here it goes. All right, you guys ready? It's going to be vulnerable, it's going to be raw, and it's going to be everything over the last couple of years. So when I was 9, I started doing craft fairs with my dad. My dad was doing craft fairs. I would have to go with him, and I started selling stuff because I was like, I'm not going to be here and be bored. I'm going to make some money. So that started the spark of entrepreneurship and being creative and wanting to do my own thing. Then I started babysitting, and then when I was 13, I got an actual job. So all that happened. Then I went to New York, and I got to go to the fashion district and got to see actual fashion and creativity, and I fell in love with it. I fell in love with fashion. I always wanted to be unique and different with my clothes and my style. So it was a perfect mesh up with being creative and being able to be sustainability and just have fun and make stuff that people want to wear and be creative. So I got home, went thrift store shopping again, besides in New York, and chopped up some stuff and made some stuff and started wearing it. Then when I got older, life happened. Then my mom decided to get me for my birthday, which she started this whole roller coaster effect. She got me a book on how to auction and how to flip stuff. And that was it. The rest is history. And that was, like I said, over 15 years ago. And when I did that, I started an eBay account. We were very big into storage units, and yes, I'm going to talk about storage units. I'm going to tell you the good, the bad, the ugly, the greatest storage units we've ever gotten, the worst storage units we've ever gotten. Trust me, that is worth itself in gold wanting to subscribe, because we've gotten some gnarly storage units. We did not YouTube any of that. When we started, YouTube wasn't really huge, and not only that, we had young kids, so we didn't want to do YouTube. We were looking out for ourselves, plus I was working a full-time job. The business was just a part-time side hustle that we knew couldn't be achieved 100% yet. So we were just kind of doing the storage units. We did that all the way up until the storage units ended up going to live, and I'm talking about live, I meant live online, where you had to literally sign in and you were shadow bidding against you, who knows what. We don't like that, so we stopped. We also have done liquidation boxes. We started liquidation boxes before liquidation boxes were really popular. We were doing it back in, I believe it was 2014. I would have to look at my receipts to double check, but I think it was 2014. So with all these storage units, we were doing eBay. We said, oh, we got some brand new stuff. Let's start selling on Amazon. So we started selling on Amazon. We started selling the liquidation stuff on Amazon, which was great. But some stuff wasn't selling on Amazon because, you'd get clothes, you'd get other stuff. And someone had said something about Poshmark. So back in, I believe it was May of 2017, I signed up for Poshmark. I was like, let's give Poshmark a try. See what happens. I snapped a couple pictures. They're horrible back then. It was just like laying flat, just kind of taking a picture and hoping it sells. Not really knowing anything about describing. Poshmark was still kind of freshly new. I believe when I started, there wasn't a men's department, but I don't 100% remember. I know there wasn't. I believe there was kids. I believe they first started off with women and kids, but I don't think there was a men's department yet, or a men's category. I know there wasn't a homes category, and there wasn't electronics when I started. So I started back kind of towards the beginning, but not really at the very beginning. So we were doing that, and then at my full-time job, a younger gal said, hey, have you heard of Depop? So I was like, no, what's Depop? And she told me what it was, that it was another site kind of like Poshmark, but it was a little bit different. So I was like, all right, so we signed up for Depop. So then we had eBay, Amazon, Depop, and Poshmark, which then started getting me down that rabbit hole of where else can we sell on. So we started adding Macari, we started adding Kitizen. I wasn't really huge onto the whole cross-listing thing because it took a lot of time back then. There wasn't really any cross-listers out yet that I had heard of, and I started going, well, this would be kind of cool. Then Vendu came out. I'm not exactly sure when Vendu came out, the exact year, but I know Vendu was one of the first ones to come out. Checked it out. I was like, I don't really like this. And then I found List Perfectly. List Perfectly came out shortly after Vendu, and I was like, oh, I really, really like this. So I was talking to the husband. He's like, yeah, let's do it. We got List Perfectly. That was when we really started kind of cross-listing more, but not really, because I still wasn't really cross-listing that much, especially on Poshmark, because I wasn't really seeing a value in Poshmark yet. So fast forward to about 2019 is when I really started cross-listing on Poshmark and Mercari and Citizen. And I still kind of wasn't really cross-listing as much. We're still kind of selling on eBay. And then that is when everything kind of turned upside down. We won the Heart and Hustle grant from Poshmark, which made me like Poshmark a lot better than what I was. Not just because I won, but because I started seeing the potential in Poshmark compared to eBay. I hate eBay. If I could put all the sites into actual like boyfriend type of thing or husband type of thing, I'm going to give you guys the take on how it is. Here's my description of the sites for you. You've got Poshmark. Poshmark is like the bad boyfriend. Some days you love Poshmark and it's the greatest platform ever, and then other days you hate it and you want to break up with it, but you never do. eBay is the long-term marriage. eBay is going to be around forever. People hate eBay, but it's the long-term marriage, right? It's the stone. It's been here forever. Depop, yeah. Depop is like a one-night stand because you get those offers, those ghost offers, and people just ghost you. So it's like a one-night stand. You eventually kind of might like that one-night stand and you might get an order, but not so much. And then Mercari, yeah, I don't even know what to compare Mercari to, because Mercari is kind of a hit and miss too. So it could be maybe your booty call. But anyways, that is how my channel is going to be. It's going to be the truth. That you're going to get everything from what to expect, what not to expect. Yes, I've done live selling. So you guys know I was one of the first 3 people in the first 3 days, not first 3 people, because I think they had like 4 at a time going live in the first 3 days, but I was in the first 3 days. The reason why I remember that is because I got to give away a Starbucks gift card, and that was only given to the first 3 days worth of people. So I was in those 3 days. So I was back when they had no bundling. I was back when you couldn't do share shows. I was back when there was 50 items in the tray. I did all of that. I suffered through all of that. I've suffered through so much with Poshmark, and it's honestly my go-to platform. I love Poshmark, but I hate Poshmark at the same time. That is what this channel is going to be about. I'm going to be raw. There's no going to be any editing. There's not going to be any of that kind of stuff because I don't want to do it. There's not going to be, the drama is going to be of the platforms. If they come out with a new policy, I will try and do reports on it. But there's a lot of YouTubers and Instagrammers and all of them that bring out the reports of all of the new stuff and give their thoughts on it. I might do that. I might not. I have no idea. But I am definitely going to talk to you guys about the tools because I feel like that's important. Nobody really goes over the tools. They tell you what tool they use and that's it. They don't show you all the tools and all the different ones and say, hey, try this one, try this one. I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'm going to be different. I'm going to be weird. I'm going to be out there. That's what my channel is going to be about. I'm going to come dressed in, casual stuff. I'm never going to have on makeup. I'm never going to do any of that. I'm going to talk to you about the realness of live selling, the truth behind live selling, the dirty, dirty truth about live selling. And yes, I have been live selling a long time. I live sold on YouTube. A lot of people haven't live sold on YouTube. I have. I've done, pop shop. I've done all kinds of different things. So hopefully you guys stick around. Hopefully you follow my channel. Hopefully you follow my podcast. If you guys aren't following all of them, I'm Glam on a Budget on everything except for the podcast. It is everything resells because it's everything about reselling. So I hope to see you guys around. Hope to you guys follow and like and subscribe.